You're listening to the Precision Shooting Podcast, discussing all aspects of precision and long-range rifle shooting. This episode is brought to you by Impact Dynamics, advanced training for the precision shooter. And now, over to your hosts.
Hello and welcome to the Precision Shooting Podcast. This is episode number 25. I'm Rusty, and with us back today is the full crew, the original guys. Greg over there in the corner. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good, Rusty. Yourself?
Good. You've recovered from Sydney, all right?
Oh, yeah, just. Yeah, it took a while. Took a couple of days.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you're old, Greg.
Pretty much, mate. You hit the nail on the head there.
And that voice there is Andrew. How you doing, Andrew?
Not too bad, Rusty, and you?
Good, mate. Welcome back. Welcome back. Sorry you didn't get over to Sydney and witness all the shenanigans, but perhaps you were the sensible one, I suspect.
I did see it took 3 or 4 guys to fill my place, so, yeah.
I'll leave that comment to you then. No dramas, mate. Very good. So everyone's couple of weeks been good?
Yeah, I haven't been shooting, which has kind of sucked, but I've done a few shooting-related things, so
yeah,
sort of getting there. Yeah.
What have you done?
Well, I'm in the process of finalising my rangefinder mount, if you like.
Oh, yes.
I'm updating or improving my stainless tumbler, and I'm just finished a couple of rifle cradles for holding rifles during cleaning. So, really exciting stuff.
You look enthralled about them.
Yeah, it's called Necessary Evils.
Yep, stuff that has to be done. What about you, Greg? What's the latest, mate?
Yeah, I haven't been shooting, but obviously the SHOT Show. But prior to the SHOT Show, I resized some 6.5 by 47 down to 6 by 47 lap. Yep. Just ready for the load testing of the rifle.
When are you going to get that thing out for a shot?
Oh, God.
Got a bit of trimming to do first, I believe.
Yes. That's I actually don't have anything to trim 6 by 47 to the correct length. I don't have a proper trimming cradle, if you like.
Yep.
I've only got those Lee, what do you call them, like probe style trimmers?
Yeah, the
gauge style.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
I think we know what we're talking about.
Yeah, and you obviously can't get those for 6 by 47. So...
you're just not trying hard enough, Greg.
That's probably what it comes down to. But,
yes.
But
fortunately, you'll probably know someone that can help you out with that, Greg. So.
Yeah. So Andrew's got some... what's that trimmer called you've got, Andrew?
A Garrard.
A Garrard.
Manufacturer, yeah, US company. Rusty's got one. I'm actually looking at it right now behind you there, Greg. Yeah, it basically just uses a case holder. It indexes off the shoulder of the case. So, yeah, I've got
and trims and deburrs.
And deburrs in 3 seconds. So.
It's pretty good because that's part of my reloading process that takes the longest, I think. So
not anymore, mate.
Yeah, I need to invest.
Well, I mean, you're 10 minutes away from me, so excuse to catch up and discuss things.
That's it.
And by discuss things, you mean have a drink. I know what you're saying.
I was keeping it politically correct here, Rusty, but
hey, you weren't reloading ammo, you're just trimming brass.
That's exactly right.
Yeah,
and ironically, we also actually I forgot before, but we did a little bit of annealing the other day on some of your brass, Greg.
Yeah, so that was really good. Yeah, so I haven't. A lot of my loads are sort of getting up around the 6-8 load mark, and I keep reading how many positives there are associated with annealing. So Andrew's got a really good annealer, and used his machine. It's one of those ones you can just put them all in the carousel type thing, and they just So we went through quite a few. And
is that a bench sauce, benchmark?
Bench sauce, yeah.
Bench sauce.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, once you've got it set up, we fiddled around a little bit to get it set up and get everything right. You got two gas torches you got to get set, but once you've got that done, it's literally you just sit there and put the cases in and
ready to go.
Yeah, it's pretty
it's good.
Yeah, and ironically, I've also just actually got all the gas fittings for that to run it all off an LPG cylinder rather than the little disposable canisters. So tried it the other day. I was thinking I may need a regulator, but it worked perfect.
Yeah, okay.
So now it'll run forever, really. A lot cheaper and good to go.
Only problem is if you invite someone around for some annealing and a barbecue, it might be hard to do both at the same time.
That's why I've got 4 gas bottles.
All right. See, I'm asking the tough questions in life. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the proviso on that is if sort of liquid beverages are brought along for annealing sessions.
I was trying to keep it politically correct, mate. I
thought that went out the window
ages ago. Yeah, very good. So sounds like pretty interesting weeks. I haven't. I went out today, but I didn't actually go shooting. I went out and saw some people shoot today, but I didn't actually shoot since SHOT Expo. But I will get a chance to this weekend. I might load some stuff up for the Ruger and give that another crack. See what else we can do out of that. And apart from that, I haven't really been doing a huge amount on sort of doing stuff on guns. I've been stock taking and recovering from SHOT Expo, really. That's about it, I think. So, what did we get back about a week ago or so, I reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then off to the Riverland tomorrow for a couple of days and then out shooting this weekend. Should be good fun. Wonderful. Now, we had some questions come in for our competition to give away some precision rifle products, load right kit. So, of course, I've got to do the spiel on them, and which is pretty easy to do. They're a good little product. Actually, Greg, you would have played or seen a bit more about them at the SHOT Expo, I imagine, because I was standing next to you.
Yeah. I was pretty busy selling steel targets.
Yeah, okay. Oh, they're a great little tool with a whole stack of tubes to put your various powder amounts in, and so you can. They're excellent for load development. Make it very simple and easy on the range. It means you can respond to your loads as you go along. So we've got to thank PRP for donating a bunch of them for us to give away. So we've got 3 questions here about them, and we'll choose our favourite one to which one gets the kit. So start off with this one. We had a question from Sean, who said, "Could you recommend a rangefinder that would read on a rabbit out to 800 yards?" Any comments, guys?
I guess probably like with a lot of the questions, it's a little bit ambiguous as far as without a bit more information, it's kind of hard to give the answer he's looking for, particularly as far as budget goes.
Sure. Well, I do know a little bit about Sean's shooting habits. He pretty much does shoot rabbits and the occasional fox, and he will shoot quite a long way, comfortably out 500, 600 metres on the rabbits, and I think he's wanting to push it a bit further.
Nice.
He's got a couple of different Seiko 85s in the varmint laminates, and pretty much all the same gun, just in a couple of different calibers, effectively. And so I guess what I'm guessing from his question here is that he's trying to extend his range a bit further away, and so I'm not sure if budget is perhaps the ultimate guideline for him, but of course maybe we'll sort of recommend a budget model if you know of one, and then sort of step up a little bit from there.
I guess I mean I've gone through the process of getting not budget models, but I mean my first rangefinder was a Leica LRF 1200.
Yep.
And it certainly wasn't cheap, but it wasn't the top of the line, and that was sort of lacking for me in a number of ways. And probably a lot of rangefinders you'll see, or you guys would probably verify this as well, the aiming mark, I guess, the reticle, if you like, is a big downfall. Like it's
very coarse.
You've got a big square. Like a lot of them use a big box or a big circle, which if you're looking at a rabbit at 800 yards at 6 to 7 magnification, that reticle box or circle will be many times the size of the rabbit, so it can be really difficult to determine what it is you're ranging off.
It's funny because I said we'd talk about it here, but I did actually mention to Sean perhaps look at the SIG Kilo, and he said he had, but the reticle, exactly what you're saying, was the thing that let him down for it. It was I can't remember if it was a crosshair or whatever it was. He said it wasn't really appropriate for what he was attempting to do.
Is something that might suit him better is a scope incorporated type rangefinder. There's a couple out there, isn't there? I think you had one at one stage, didn't you, Sam?
Still do. I've got the Zeiss Sty range.
And that went out a fair way, didn't it? I remember that was ranging quite well when I had a quick go of it.
It's comfortably done 800-900 yards. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess that, again, depends on the budget as well, because that's not a cheap option.
No, it's To be fair, it's ridiculous now. That when I bought it, it was sort of hovering around the 2.5 mark. Now they're around the 5.5 mark.
Oh, really?
And I mean, they're an excellent scope, but that's a lot. There's a lot of coin to sink into.
That's a lot of excellent.
That's a lot of excellent.
Well, the Vectronics that you own, what's that, Andrew? That with the fine crosshair arrangement.
That model. You're talking about what sort of dollar value or what model?
Well,
is it?
what model it is first, and then what sort of range we're talking about, because that had a really fine crosshair, doesn't it? And
yeah, it does. I mean, it's the PLRF 10, which I mean, I've ranged goats well over 2,000 meters with that.
Yeah,
and that has the ranging capability was one of the reasons I bought it, but also the reticle in it it's a fine cross.
Yeah, it's really nice.
You can put the center of that cross and what you want to hit as far as, same as you would with a reticle and a scope.
And from memory, just to break in there, from memory, did that have meaningful, increments? Did that have mil increments?
It's got mil increments, but I would say they're too coarse to be of value in sort of in practical shooting sense. But I mean that rangefinder was what I ended up going with because I needed more range when I was shooting out further, past 2,000 meters. There's not too many options, but